Hello! Welcome back to Polesine. We are now in July. We've had a fair few births, and yeah, money is up and down and up. We have a little market stall just on the edge of our grass field here, where we are selling milk. So the locals seem to be going mad for it. So we also have a milk tanker and a Fiat truck. We have a load of new births. So we have a load of cows and calves and heifers, and yeah, and then we have goats and baby goats and boy goats and girl goats, and there's a little bit of, look at that. Little bit of cuteness. Look at it. Hey. So there you go. Turn that off in a second. Silage. There's 3 packs here, and there's another 3 packs just over the way there. Most of the hay is stacked just here, next to all this wall. The goats, sheep, and the cows in the open pastures do need some more water. However, I thought it would probably be best to shift some of that. Whoa! Shift some of that milk first. Let's get back up on dry land. There we go. So we'll leave this filling up, and then we will. Yeah, we'll work out what to do about the water. Oh, walked into the silage. The silage is good to go. Now, we've bought some new stuff. Talking of silage. Because that's new, right? It was grass when you saw me last. So over here, nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. Over here, we have a little Fiat 130/90 on the slurry tank. That's new. It's been used. This you saw. Did you see the Lizard Logistics storage trailer for the cheese? I don't remember. If not, we have one of those. That was already here. We got ourselves a Silo King. Because I've had enough of doing 1,000 little shunts when I could just do bigger shunts. We'll come back to the grapes in a minute because I've done some tilly vanting, and I'll explain all in a second. So both our grass fields are good to go. Our wheat field is good to go, and our barley field to the other side is good to go. Now the larger 180/90 Fiat we have on our 2. Did we have 2 before? Definitely had the 1. And I've bought another trailer. These ones I was using to fill up the TMR and whatnot and the grass, and so these 2 are now here, poised for this harvester. This is a new harvester. It's not ours, it's a new one. And that's poised for the wheat. Because the wheat and the barley need harvesting today. Technically the barley needed harvesting yesterday, but I scooched through yet another day just so I could do both at the same time. So this is also ready to go. Now on the bottom here, you'll see our harvester. And there's a reason why I'm walking a million miles away from the grape. All will become clear in a second. just give me time. Just want to run round and explain everything that's new. The harvester is our harvester. There's nothing new about our harvester. This is the one we had when you saw us last. What has changed is behind said harvester is a newer Fiat tractor. It's the G240 Fiat Agri. It's part of the New Holland pack, and yeah, it's pretty cool. So with that we have the Rudolph grain trainers. So that's the last of the newness. Now, I have been scratching my head and looking and researching, and I've looked through XML files and I've watched videos by you name them. I've watched them. Now, Derriere Farms, or My Derriere Farms, Derriere Farmers, Derriere Farm. if I remember. Let me write this down. Derriere Farm. Derriere Farm. I'll stick him in the description. He is the only fella that I found so far that has done a test with grapes and olives and precision farming. Now, the reason no one's done a test with grapes and olives and precision farming, because if you go into the XML, there isn't anything for grapes and olives. It says to use base game. So they do need fertilizer, they do need lime, but base game. Now, but because my field, as you can see, we drilled grass around the outside, Precision Farmers has picked up the grass, not the you know when you go to do a contract with Precision Farming and the screen, the mini map, this one goes blue. Well, that's what's supposed to happen with grapes and olives. Now, I'm running precision farming, and there's a reason for that. I like precision farming. It doesn't like organic material, but as a base for just like a top up, if you will, it's fine. If you want to see me get really annoyed with precision farming, go watch my Attingham Park and the Organic Route Challenge devised by Mr. Wasteland Gaming, and yeah, I have some days on there where I could throw precision farming straight out of the window of the tractor. Anywho, I digress. So what I've done, just so that I could get this fertilised and get this harvested and just scoot straight through so we can harvest these grapes. This will be the last episode on Polesine unless you guys want to see more. In which case I will start again and play slightly more realistically than me just messing around. So what I've done is I've taken the what have I taken? I've taken the information from sugarcane and I've inputted that under grapes and olives in the XML for precision farming for this Let's Play. Now, while I walk closer, it should pop up. There we go. Field 152, and then crop type grapes, growth growing, soil loamy sand. pH is perfect because we spread a load of lime first, and nitrogen now says bad, 20 of 120 kilos. Yield expectancy 67%, max is 80. So I've taken sugarcane's precision farming. Now surely there has to be a precision farming set for grapes and olives somewhere in the world. The Royal Horticultural Society say that loamy grounds with a hint of clay and sand is best for grape, but you can plant it in pretty much anything. They don't recommend silt, but pretty much anything. So yeah, so I've probably gone for the worst thing I could have gone for. In fact, I could have gone for like grass and I would use less fertilizers and stuff, but it is what it is. Now there we go, sandy loam as opposed to loamy sand. We've got 80% down here, and then this very top corner yield potentials up to 100%. Slightly different sort of. So I've just gone for base game sugarcane implementation so we can get this fertilized. Yeah, so it is what it is. Now I'm hoping that this little lizard, this trooper of a lizard with this massive thingy on the back, is actually going to A, take the weight of this, and B, it's going to fit between the rows. It's sorry for that. Whoa. I mean, I could, I suppose, get ourselves a orchard tractor, but we already have this, and why would I want two? Now I'm going to scooch down this one and hope that the spread is going to be far enough over. Look at that, loads of room. What was I complaining for? Right, let's turn it on and run down here. Now hopefully, there we go, mini map for the greatest. There's a bit bouncy on the front of this. Mini map is changing colour, which would imply that my shenanigans with precision farming is working. And if you look up in the top, I'm really having trouble keeping this in a straight line. The front's bouncing all over the place. It does say increasing nitrogen level to optimum values for grapes on loamy sand. Now I don't know why this hasn't been implemented. There's got to be some sort of, you know, recommendation for nitrogen on X amount of soils. I mean, do you think the Champagne district of France just randomly apply fertiliser and hope for the best? No, they do not. Who are you trying to convince, giants? If it's me, it ain't working. I'm going to go down this one. Ooh. Am I far enough over? Get off the vine, get off the vine. Damn it. The spread width of this isn't quite big enough, is it? I've left like a little strip. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I have to go back down 2 rows over and do it again, just to get that last bit, I think. Oh, the front of this tractor is just too light, and as soon as I catch something, it freaks out and bounces. Oh. Is what it is. Let's scooch a couple of rows down, or not, or let's just waste our fertiliser and fertilise the cow behind. Right, this is the one we've missed. For some reason, the mini-map and my PC for precision farming take ages to catch up with itself. I don't know why. Just because it can, I suppose. Drinking water. Look where you're going, man. So we have now, well, almost fertilised our grapes. I don't know, so I don't know why giants haven't implemented something. There's got to be information out there in regards to, you know, precision farming and grapes and olives, and somebody must have info on this somewhere. I wonder how difficult it is to create a mod for giants, just so we have an add-on for precision farming. I'll do the research myself and I'll work it out. In fairness, one quick email to the RHS, I'm pretty sure they'll send an email back with a load of boomph. Or a Google, for that matter. And then we can have precision farming with grapes and olive. So, yeah, it is what it is. On an unrelated note, I do sound funny because I am super stuffy today, and yeah, my nose it's full of all manner of things, which is an annoyance to say the least. This is the last row. You can see the top left hand corner of this field is a different soil type, so that is the highest yielding section of our field. And because I've drilled the grass around the outside, if you look at the top, occasionally if I get slightly too close to the right hand side, there you go, it bounces between grass and grapes because it's trying to pick up the grass on the outside. So it turns out if you're using precision farming, don't have two crops too close together because it gets confuzzled. Although I'm nowhere near the grass, so I'm this far away, but is what it is. Can I stop before I fall in the ditch? Is precision farming going to catch up? There we go, there we go. Let's... no plans on this here. Did I get that last little bit in the corner? Did I get it? Or did I get the grass? There we go. So now, whoops. The grapes. Grapes, there we go. Nitrogen is perfect, pH is perfect. I'm not going to get a huge amount. I mean, grapes don't don't yield a huge amount anyways, from what I understand. But I've just made it worse. Let's get these chugging along. I have already set up the courses for the... on which I'm putting out. I've set up the courses. I just want to confirm that it's going to hit the corners. I did do a little bit of test. My test indicated that I'd loused it somewhere on the rounded corners, because I could get the harvester to harvest the very, very corner. It was like, nope, and that went blood. So I've tweaked it slightly so I can get... look at that. Well, this is why I go for rounded corners. But that's the first one. Where's the other? What's over there in the top corner? I'll take this guy back up to the farm. She's in no rush. She will start at some point when she's ready. There you go. And the target level for the grass has already been reached apparently. So yeah, it did that at the same time as me grapes. Now, unless you guys want me to start again and continue on, or... well, I'm not supposed to continue on because this has just been like a hash of machinery and whatnot thrown together, cobbled together if you will, just to make a little series, a mini series that I could do grapes. Oh, that was your thing. Now, you know, I was getting really annoyed with the cow barn. Now, if you squeeze through, got a little cove in there, look. If you squeeze through days after days after days, just so that you can run to get to where you need to go, that other cow barn, a nightmare. I was having so many, yeah, that I decided to switch it out for this European style, and yeah, does what it says on the tin. I can't remember if I told you that already, but I'll tell you again. So I've switched it out to this one. The other thing I can't remember if I've told you is this manure pit is connected to the BGA for some strange reason, so every time we put manure in here the BGA picks it up, so I'm not processing manure in there at the moment. That was after it took me, you know, a couple of days to work it out. First waypoint, blue line off pop. It's just literally just that, it's right there. Now, I'm hoping he's going to get that edge. I don't think he will, but he may do. I cut this corner a little bit tight. So in my shenanigans of scooting through this gap here to scoot through here, round here and the other way, I kept getting stuck on here with a slurry trailer. So I decided to come the other way, and then I'll make a UE here, just like that. And what did I do with the tractor? I'll tell you what I did with the tractor. I drove through the crop and then back out. So we've got the Fiat here ready for that guy, and then we have the other Fiat down there, which I am just going to save apparently. I am just going to tab to, I was going to say. I'm going to jump to this guy. What am I doing in this There we go. Enter vehicle. Because I think he is just about ready to be emptied. That's the plan for this episode, is to get this done. I'm not worried about the straw, but I want to get the harvest done. I can pick up the straw with the weeds around it. And let's get this off the ground, scooch for a couple of days, get the grapes done. Is the plans. I do need to check on that water tanker, because I'm assuming it's now full of the wet stuff and we can get the sheep underway. Well, they got feed. The cows got feed, they just need some more water in the open pastures. So he's good around here, that day. I'm impressed. I do have a little bit of lag. I haven't long switched to the PC on. I'll tell you what I do need to do before I run off. I need to make sure that this guy is on. I don't want that one, I want this one. Where's it gone? Firefly here, tools. Turn that one on. Should I put self unload? Let's just. We'll empty them. I'm easy going. Right, barley in here. I need to bring that map up. I want that map just slightly bigger where I can see both of those. Oh well, it is one of those. Also to back up these two trailers because they'll be right in the way now, aren't they? The unload speed of this class is yeah. It's taking its sweet old time. There we go. As I say, you don't hold it a lot. What are you taking so long about? Oh look, they destroyed my trailer. Wait for it to move forward and I'll straighten it out. There we go. And now we need to jump across to this guy, who's also full. And then we need to do the same to him. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? Stop while unloaded, activated. And then we need to jump back up to this guy. I do need to drive. Do I need to drive all the way around? Can I scooch down through that gully? I'm hoping I can scooch down here. There we go. That way, when I'm done, I can just pull out the other way. I did see that there was an update for this tractor by Pepe, and it said sound improvements or improved sound or something to that effect. And I'm thinking, great, an improved sound. It might be slightly quieter because, you know, Mr. Noisy has got that name for obvious reasons because he's a little bit noisy. And I don't think he's amended the volume at all. It just sounds ever so slightly more throaty, if you know what I mean. It's a bit more grrr. But there's going to be a lot of this hopping today, isn't there? My apologies, good people. I suppose I could have done one at a time. Look, I just followed the combine round. Where's the fun in that? I wonder how much of this straw a worker would pick up if I had it on the combine course. Okay. You see, these are the things that keep me awake at night. They really don't. Insomnia, allergies, asthma, all those sorts of things are the stuff that keeps me awake at night, not whether or not I work a good harvest straw. What one about? Not whether a worker could collect straw. That's not on my list. Might get this guy emptied again. Not sure he's full, but let's get him emptied anyway. Is this dude over here fishing? He is! Hey bud, you caught anything? He's not happy, is he, eh? In fairness, mate, I can't see any fish in here. Not one. If it was Alien Jim that had fish in his water, wasn't it? On... Where did I see fish for Alien Jim? Spectacle Island. On FS19. I'm sure there was fish. So... I don't think he was quite full, was he? I've only got a couple of headlands on each of the combines, so... I'll leave that there for a second, and then we'll jump back across to this one. I am facing completely the wrong way. Yeah, the trailers on here are 11, so I've got 22 in total, and the Rudolphs are, well, the Rudolphs 18 each. So I've got what, 36 on the Rudolphs. I'll turn around before he stops. And then we'll catch him just about here. So this pipe I should stop so I can empty him. Empty. There we go. How's the other guy again? Is he flashing? No. And while he's doing that then, let's scooch up to this guy. And we'll get this. Well, I don't think we need 40,000 litres of water, but we'll get some of this water in with the cattle, and then we'll get some more in with the other things. The other things. Where are they? Oh. Not that one, that one. Just weird. Look at that. You telling me that's not cuteness? Look at me, look at me, look. Oh, they fallen over. Hey? So we've got all manner of small cattle, and it's just adorable. This needs implementing on the console, I'll tell you. When did I first see this? Valley Spring was the first time I ever saw cattle like this. I mean, Hofbergman, I can't think of who does that one. I think there was random animals on there. But, as a... yeah, this is part of the animals extension thing, I do believe. I think that's where this is popped up from. It's not part of the map, if that's what you're wondering. So, yeah. But it's pretty cool. Now, on Valley Springs, the issue I had was the bulls and the calves would generate. Not generate. What's the word I'm looking for? Somebody help me. Would reproduce, but they would reproduce one of themselves. They wouldn't reproduce. Like, you know, it wouldn't get older and then have a baby that was smaller. It would literally reproduce and be its, you know, it'd be a doppelganger. There'd be two of the same. Which is, yeah, so I didn't like that after all. But, it is what it is. Now, I did say that I was going to concentrate on my console maps, because I'm a console gamer. People come to see me because I play on console, not because I play on PC. And here I am playing on PC. Oh well. But get this guy emptied again. If I thought about it logically, where is our harvester going? So I could have used one truck, 2 trailers. No, one with barley and one with wheat. But is what it is. In fairness, I thought I had auto drive installed, and well, clearly I don't. Because if I did, I was going to set up waypoints for combines and stuff. Now I did see that there was a unload combine on Courseplay. I've never used it. What's going on here? Why is that swath all of a sudden massive? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. 157. This one. Create a job. Load deliver. I don't want to go to silo. Load and deliver. So I don't want any of that. Nope. I'm sure I saw one the other day that said unload combine, but this one says the vehicle does not support AI loading. I don't think I have anything. Did I unload that guy? That's the really stupid enough. Pass. So, how are we looking down here? Plenty of straw. Yeah. Just scoot across grass. Yeah, those 2 are ready to harvest again. Let's scoot across one more. There we go. We can now see what they've harvested and what they haven't. This guy should be done first, I would imagine. So let's jump back over to this guy. Oh yeah, that's... If I click on here, that's the New Holland version of this tractor. Where is this geezer going? You see, Courseplay's got its place. I've said this before. It's got its place, and it does work well. But why would you drive all the way from one end of the field to the other? Is it literally just to confuse the bejeebers out of me? Because if that was the plan, you've worked. So yeah, so this tractor is, this is our highest horsepower tractor now. Well, actually, that little lizard in the shed might be the highest horsepower tractor. This one, medium track, that's 180. This one is 240. Oh yeah, this is the biggest one, the 240. Because our other one, that actually comes with the small tractors, is this 205. Only 30 horses, that little tiny one. That's worked so well for a lot of different things. Who's got a 4-grade tank? Him. And... I don't know what to say. The worker was like, oh look, a tree. In saying that, I was playing on Attingham Park, and at the end of the next episode that you get to see, what day is it today? I'm recording this, so it'll be tomorrow for you. I leave you alone and I say I'll see you later, and I'm going to crack on and do what I'm doing, which I do. And I get a worker on lime in a field, and How? Just how? Yeah, I get a worker to lime the field, and he decides in his infinite wisdom to drive out of the field, across the way, and see if I turn back off a second. No, I do want to go there. I do want to go there. And then I want to go nearest waypoint. Slightly too far over, but it is what it is. There we go. 49% in this combine. Oh, darn and dagnabbit. I was watching, he's just been empty, so I want this guy. I was watching, who was I watching? Random Jen. Yeah, she's random, alright. She hasn't posted for ages, like over a month. So I hope everything is going well with her. If not, I send you my best, my dear. So she plays FS and Sims and all that sort of doohickeys. And she does what she calls long plays, which is where I got the idea for this one. Which is basically she'll play for a couple hours, and if you want to watch it, it's a long play, so watch it. And if you don't want to watch it, don't. She's going to force you. And I'm just waiting for this guy to pull out. And so I'm watching away, as you do. And then the playlist I was watching, which was, I can't know what I was watching now. Is it Urog Holmfeld? I think that's what I was watching. Some sort of survival type thing, which she's doing really well. And then I think it was Hinterland came up. Still long play, still, you know, it was what it is, and there's no forging. Not at all. No, that confused me. I mean, I know Little Farmer does long play type videos where he puts it to music for a couple of hours. I get that. Lee Wire does videos which are just game audio. Like that I get. People just want to listen to the trailer. I get that. Let me get out of the way. Let me get out of the way. What I didn't get was, yeah, 2.5 hours of just tractor sounds. I'll tell you what though, that would be so easy for me to do, especially with the kiddies. You can have 2.5 hours of me ploughing this field up and down, and all you're going to listen to is this thing. What do you reckon? I think people come to watch my charisma and charm. People come to take the mickey out of me, that's what they come here for. That's what I come here for. We haven't even got a harvester for the thingy. For the grape. do not. Wow, lucky. I think I'm going to go for the, is it Euro Grape Harvester? Whoa! Let's have a look. It's something. ERO Grape Liner series. Now, everyone in this Chihuahua goes with the New Holland, so let's go with this one. 240. You should buy that now before I get confuzzled and forget about it. Not gonna ask what I said. Bagels, there we go. Big. Do I need it to go 40 miles an hour? Well, if it goes 40, it goes 40. What's with all these different tyres on it? Yeah, they do. So they're doing their thing. Let's scooch up. Get me in. It's alright, eh? We have ourselves. Oh, look at those lights. Nifty. Take it. I should put the beacons on already. But, there you go. Do-do. It's not quite as big as the New Holland in regards to capacity, I don't think, but it looks newer, and yeah, I've not used, well, in fairness, I haven't used either of them, so either one is a yeah, a new experience from one. Now, I did hear that grapes take an age to harvest, and they're tedious and faffy, which is why a lot of people use the fruit greenhouse, or they just don't bother with them. So either way is going to be, it's going to be fun. Whoop, 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 whoop. A lot of crows in that grass. Right, where are we gonna start? Great. Should probably start at the beginning and finish at the end. I dump this in this shed next to this bin thing. That's also, well, the shed's not where the bin is. There's a lot of this invisibility stuff. Right, where have I got to go to first? If I click on that, does it tell me how full it is? Why would it? How about this one? No, but he's just started flashing, so I'm assuming it's him. Ah! Alright, we'll spin round, and then we'll catch him in a minute when he pulls out. We have ourselves a harvester for the grapes. Just need to finish the barley and the wheat. And where's the harvester over there? He's stuck in a tree. At least with your everyday workers, they don't get, well, they don't get stuck in trees. They don't have silly accidents like that. They just disappear, don't harvest. Where are you going? Just empty into the trailer. You would have thought with courseplay, the fact that it works out where everything is and how to do it and which way around it's got to go, and you'd get less of those, wouldn't you? But apparently not. Apparently not. Oh, well jumped for that dude over there fishing. I think that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you guys think it's pretty cool, but I do. On how many maps do you see a little man sat on the side of the river fishing? It's the first for me. Right, stop him there. We shall get into this guy here, who is... I knew these trees would be the bane of my life. Do you want me to remove the other one? Wait, you're just going to drive through me. I'm going to remove this one as well. I'm not here to do forestry. Right, where are you in relation? 50%. And then that guy's just been emptied, so we'll grab this guy. Empty him into here. These will probably these will probably need emptying. And we'll check on the animal feed, and we will sleep through. Well, not now. We have to finish the harvest first, but then we'll sleep through. We'll sleep through till September. A couple of months, I think it is, before those grapes. And then we'll use the Rudolph and the newer Fiat for the grape. Is this going to fill it up? Oh, not a bike. Oh, if you hear that funny noise, it's probably the fan blowing on me. Because believe it or not, I'm quite warm. It's been quite warm here today. In fact, it's been quite warm in the UK for the last few days. So, I don't think I'm going to get this full by doing this. Let's just go into it. Could be here a while doing that. Let's go into it. Leave it 2 hours. I know. Yeah, this feels slightly wider than that field, and that feels slightly longer. But this is wheat and that is barley, both fully fertilised and all limed, and as best I could do with what I had. I haven't mulched or anything like that malarkey, but the majority of it's done. I do like the sound of this tractor, I must admit. I was looking on Mod Hub today, and I was hoping that there would be an update for this, but alas, no update, unfortunately. So, yeah, is what it is. There we go, put that one in there. Oh, took the mini puff off. It's a shame that massive shed slash workshop in the middle is not removable, because I've had that away, I tell you. That's a pain in the bum cheeks. Just leave this here, I suppose. And then we will scooch back across to this guy again. Empty him, or he's not empty, is he? Because he's in the crop. I thought it was full. Berries. Cheese and crackers. Oh, he is flashing, so it could be long before he's acquiring an empty, I suppose. I'm not entirely sure why I bothered buying all this land. Just so I could do a single harvest. I know why. I know why. It was so that we would have some sort of income. But I placed a BGA and all sorts of shenanigans. If you're wondering why I say shenanigans, it's a YouTube content creator, a chap called Bobby Duke, who, yeah, he makes some awesome stuff. He's very talented sculptor, artist. He's done things for Mr. Beast. He's done lots of stuff. He's really good at what he does, don't get me wrong. And he has these little funny sayings that stick, and he'll say things like, "Oh, won't they?" And, yeah, he spells wood rather than wood. And yeah, go check him out, Bobby Duke. I think his channel's now Bobby Duke Arts. I think that's what he's now under. But yeah, go check him out. Another fantastic content creator. Not farming related, mind you, but I watch a few people on the YouTube, so not all of them are farming. I watch Matthew Corona, he does woodwork. Frank Howarth also does woodwork. I watch the Hoof GP, that's farming, he does cow's hoofs. That's Graham Parker. Who else do I watch that's not farming related? There's a few, not many, but there's a few. What am I like? Oh, he's been emptied, so let's stop this one here. Go and grab. This is annoying. If it wasn't for the fact that I didn't trust myself not to save, I would turn that off today. What else can appear if I touch it? No, of course it's not. Let's go back into the menu. I've had enough of my mouse to keep randomly appearing. There we go. I know I set this guy off slightly earlier than that guy, but I thought this field was a similar size, just wider. But apparently not. I may, in fact, get a worker on this to do the baling. I'm not sure that's going to work. I've never tried. Do you think that'll work? Do you think I can get a worker to bale if I use the combine course? I don't use course play very often. if at all, in fairness. But if you remember the beginning of this series, because I hadn't used course play or played on the PC for farm sim in an age, it feels like, I was literally driving up and down this field harvesting it. Because, yeah, I forgot. Crumbles. My apologies, I am falling asleep. I'm not sure whether it's too late or too early, but it's 2 something, and yeah, I'm falling asleep. I'm going to tab across to this guy. Well, actually, I could use the John Deere, couldn't I? I need to let go of that weight. Drive, man, drive! You know what's going to happen now, don't you? I was going to get cheese spawning where the tractor was. That was the whole point of leaving the tractor there, was so that I didn't get cheese randomly spawning. Apologies for the coughing. Tell you what I need to do, I need to spin this round. Right round, baby, right round. Like a record player, baby. And then we'll repair that, and we'll repair that. I'm not fussed about the paint. I like the dirty old gnarly flaky paint. Right. Let's get this a wash off. I know it's a green tractor, but it doesn't even covered in hay dust. Oh, seriously? It's got a full tank already. That'll do. We're getting this top of diesel. While it's doing that, we shall jump into this guy. Where is he? He's up there. We'll go down and back up, I think. I've got this habit of trying to use machinery that's very continent, no, that's the wrong word, country specific. On Kinescops High I'm using Fence and Classes. On Elmwick I'm using Case. On Assingham Park I'm using Massey Ferguson's. On here I've gone for Fiat. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, we're in 2023, and who's to say that in 2023 they don't have a case harvester in Italy? Do you know what I'm saying? No, like a big Steiger or something. Somebody somewhere in Italy must have a case Steiger. If they don't, they should have. Who's left all these silage bales here? There we go. Now, this guy is going to be finished first, methinks. So if I dump him here, I scooch forward just a tad, and then unfold that. If it unfold, turn it on, drop it down. Go into here. What folder is this? 157. 157, 5 meter header. Now I know it's not a 5 meter header, but it's the only way I can get it to work. I'll just hit play. Oh. First waypoint, play. Pause. Scooch around here a second. I'll put that at 5. And then hit play. Is he going to move over? There we go. Strange. Run with it. We'll just leave this guy doing his thing for as long as he wants to do his thing with things. Right, where are we looking on here? This guy's hit another tree, don't tell me. The trees on this map are going to they're going to cripple me. I don't even know what he's doing all the way around here. Is there any requirement for him to be all around there? No. There is not. Is he around there anyway? Yes. Why? Just above me. There we go. So he ain't gonna need emptying anytime soon, is he? Let's be honest. Where are these down there? Now, if I remember correctly, you have to harvest grapes yourself. Do you not? I have a feeling you have to. Oh, no. I did see, actually, that you can get crossplater. Turnips. You can get crossplater there. Now, bear with. In a back. Just checking on the recording time. And all of the gonna go completely bonkers with the recording. He seems to be doing well. Why have I never thought of doing this before? Somebody tell me. Not once have I ever thought, I know what's a good idea. Let's get this baler on this this combine course and pick up the straw. I have never thought of that. I've always purchased a windrower and then used the baler on the windrow course. I've never used the combine course. Never. It's just madness. Why have I never thought about that? Come on, bud. You get yourself lined up and I'll get you emptied. I think the combine has either stopped or crashed. Again. Now that may be my fault. He may have crashed into the baler. Does he? Is it the baler? Is it my fault? Looks like it may be my fault. There's two workers. Who's in the wrong? This guy's in a tree and this guy's waiting. Some trees. I'm not hiding a building as well. Well chuffed with that. Why have I never thought of getting the work of the bale straw? Well, off the harvester course. Off the harvester course. Is he now going to catch into the BGA as well? Well, it's not quite, is it? It's close enough. Because with that crone is actually I might have to I'm getting dizzy. I might have to adjust that slightly. when he comes back up this one, I'm hoping he's going to be dead centre. If not, I'm going to have to move him over ever so slightly. So a quick look at this. He's just going to turn around and do the last bit. He's still got that little bit of faffing to do. Hopefully, I don't think he's going to be dead centre, as he's going to be slightly off. We will have to amend that for him. Or her. Oh, remember the combine did this? Come on, you can do it. There we go. Dead center. Hello. Come 5. There we go. Just double check on the next row that he's still where he's supposed to be. That guy needs emptying. Yeah, I could just let this guy do his thing now, can't I? I don't even have to stay awake to watch him. I could just let him do his thing over the course of the next 3 months while I sleep. Oh, what my like. Plenty of straw. Keep us going for the rest of our lives, I think. I'll just bail that one field, and then this field I'll probably collect with a forage pickup. In fairness, if we get these grapes done in a bit, by the end of the series, I won't need to pick it up. That'll be it. We'll be done. Yeah, get this in here. He's finished. He's bailing away like a trooper. Oh. You know what, I am tempted to finish this harvest and yeah, call it there for this episode. Then the next episode will just be the grapes. There'll be like a final. I think we'll do that. We'll get these 2 fields done, and then once they're done, oh darn it, damn it. Once they are harvested, we'll sleep. I don't want that one, I want this one. No, I do want this one. Why is the yield this? pH has reduced because we used it. Nitrogen is now horrendous. Yield. Ignore the orange because we didn't do the corners. We have a distinct line. Oranges, yellows, and a little bit of green. The barley, actually, ignore the top. That's about the same, isn't it? Isn't it? What's that? A sandy loam at the top, a sandy loam at the bottom, loamy sand in the middle, loamy sand, no, sandy loam. You think the barley just pipped it? Well, I think the barley's just pipped it in regards to yield. Let's I've got it saved. This guy's running on the course, so I know it's working. This guy ran on the course. I've removed all the trees that did this. Darn it. Damn it. To get this in the trailer. In the trailer would be a good idea, but the thing, I did roll over the corner, and a little bit of this field was taken up by the BGA. Right? Oh. Just curious to see what the yield was like, what we actually ended up with. Let's fold the combine now. Smash that by out of the way. We'll put this guy in here next to the header trailer. Although this is that's a new combine, isn't it? 0.8. Which means this combine should have a higher amount of time on it. Yeah, this is our original combine. Right. Scooch back across to this guy. I still don't know why I've never got a worker to do baling like that before. I am baffled by my ignorance. Of course it was gonna, you know. Oh. Although I still can't work out how to get the gamepad to do courseplay. I still use the mouse. What do I like? Might got my good buddy and like him a message and say, dude, how do you use courseplay with the gamepad? He does it all the time. He uses an Xbox controller all the time, and he makes it look easy. Whereas as soon as courseplay comes out, I get the mouse back off the side. Get that one emptied. Get that one emptied. While that one's emptied, we need to scooch down and get this guy. Because that guy's... I thought he was flashing. He was full. I think we use these two trailers on this tractor with the grape harvest. We will go from there. Yeah, I think I was going to do 5 episodes, and this is the 5th one. We're already over an hour, so I'm just thinking I may, once the harvests are complete, I might get the worker to do the baling on both fields, and then, ooh, buddy, warning, you just pull back out. Yeah, get these fields bailed up. Well, no, get that field bailed, get this field. And where are you going? Seriously? Do you need to get that field back? Just so I can't get behind you. Unbelievable shenanigans. I don't know if you guys even like the longer episodes. They're easier for me to do, I suppose. Well, I say easier. I just sit here on my own in the dark and record away. No messing around, no editing, just me playing. And then when it comes to the rendering, it's literally stick it in as the end credits. Go. Adjust any volumes that I may need to adjust. Go from there. I've got OBS set reasonably quiet compared to how my renders come out, so I do adjust the volume for that. That way I've got a playroom. I can, you know, a little bit of noise reduction here, a little bit of tweaking there, and it's a nice day for baling, my dear. Where's she gone? Looks well chuffed. In fairness, she looks like my sister. Whoa, that was a big lumpus roar. Right. So it really does look like my sister. Once I render this, I'm going to show the missus and say, yeah, look at my sister. Oh, madness. Pure madness. I don't know why I haven't done this before. Right, never mind that. There's too much shenanigans going on. Cows. What's this? Cow barn. So they need some more straw for the manure, although they don't technically need to make any manure because the manure we were making was put in the BGA and now it's just, yeah, by the by. So I might ignore all of that as long as they've got feed. Do they still need, do they need space for slurry and milk? I don't know. I might just ignore both of those. No, I really won't. I'll sort them out and I'll sort these guys out. They do have a little bit of hay in here because I messed up and put it in the wrong one. I was half asleep and I should have put it in here, and well, I didn't. Clearly, I didn't. Another birth. I couldn't even count how many we have. And I think, I'm not sure if we're full. He's not quite full yet. Where are we? Here. Plenty of hay to keep him going. There are a couple of hay bales scattered around the place. I did lease the hay picker up thingy. The Arcusan one. And they just dumped it all in there. So we're up to 73 out of 120. So, yeah, I would like to do some sort of series revolving around animals on here, to be honest. I may move my Carpathian countryside from Xbox to PC. I've put far too many hours in that to move it. There is no way. In the words of Rodney Trotter, no way, Pedro. Rodney Trotter was a character from a British sitcom called Only Fools and Horses. I'm assuming most of you will be aware of said Fools and Horses and why only fools and horses work. No. Oh, there you go. That's my singing debut. Is he pushing a bale? I thought he hit a bale. But he's dropped one. No, don't think so. Should we move this one out of the way for him? Nah, I'm sure he'll be alright. I'm sure he'll be alright. Jump back in here. It's nearly finished. Yeah, so this mini-series should have been 5 and it's now going to end up at 6. I didn't envisage doing all this harvesting. I thought grapes were reasonably quick, just low yielding like an oat. But I was mistaken, apparently. We'll empty him here before we decide he wants emptied at the end. But let's move forward, just so that he actually completes his task, and then we'll get the rest out. Right then, get the last bit. There we go. Probably empty that in the last trailer. There we go. A bit more space. There we go. Get this in there. Who leaves trailers lying around? In fairness, I didn't even turn the engine off on that one. I completely forgot it was sat there, in fairness. Right. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind the fact that I've used sugarcane as my base for the grapes on precision farming. I mean, I could have tweaked it all and had, 150,000% on every single one of them, but I didn't. Yeah, just literally copied sugarcane straight across. There's a reason for that. Sugarcane was the last one before grapes and olives. Oh, yeah. I know. Just don't. I'm so lazy. Cover that one up. Wait for this guy to empty. He's dragging a barrel down the field. Well, as long as he's happy. Cover that one up. We'll quickly see what this plum's doing. Oh, it's caught the what are we on bales at the moment? Bales produced 13. And we've currently done an hour and 52 on this session. And you've been in here for most of that, in fairness. Only cut down one tree, the rest of the trees were, were hidden. This is the second year. Oh, we've used some fertiliser, haven't we, eh? 61 bales in total. Plenty of fuel, spraying, work time. Yeah, we've done a fair bit, right? Right. Has he lost a bale? Yeah, he's dumped it somewhere. There, I think. There's a lot of bales at the end of the field, and then another lot of bales at the top of the field. Oh well. They're doing alright. Let's jump back to here. And then we'll jump up to the house. Right. Let's open the old tablet. Right, so grapes are harvestable in, September. So I shall see you again in September. Now, we ended up with 35,845 litres of wheat and 55,448 of barley. Now, I did think... Oh, crumbles. I'm terribly sorry. But you're keeping me up. Oh, for the love of the... Right. This one. Oh, it doesn't tell me, does it? It tells me the doohickey for the whole thing. It doesn't tell me the individuals. No, it doesn't, does it? Oh, bananas. Bananas. Yes, suppose. Does barley yield higher than wheat? Don't know. Right. So this guy needs putting away. So there we have it. I am going to leave it here for today, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Each and every one of you, please. Take care, and I shall see you all in my next adventure. Cheers, guys.